Welcome to my channel World of Forensics. Today we are going to discuss about forgery and its types. Forgery. So what is forgery? Forgery may be defined as the creation of any false detailed document or alteration of the genuine one with the intent to deform. So the simulation in the document can be done by one's own hand, or it can be done by different types of printing technologies, uh, by altering the original document or making an illegal copy of the original one. All this results in forgery. The word forgery is derived from the Latin word fabricio, which means to fabricate. So one of the most famous cases of forgery is the 21st century took place in the 21st century is the discovery of Hitler's diary. The diary is supposed to contain passage written by the German dictator Adolf Hitler between 1932 to 1945. So, forgery consists of filling up of any blank document containing a genuine signature and or any erasing any document and writing any different word or in that place. The casual intent to swindler, grounded on a knowledge of the wrong nature of instrument, must complete the act. The modes of forgery may include in bills of exchange, bills of land, promissory notes, checks, bonds, receipts, order of money or goods, mortgage, discharge of mortgage, deeds, bonds, records, account books, and certain kinds of tickets, passes, gift cards. All these things are some places where forgery are done and to gain benefit. Now comes the types of forgery. So we can divide forgery into six types. First one is the simple forgery. Then comes the forgery by simulation, forgery by memory, forgery by impersonation, forgery by tracing, and electronic manipulation. The first one of the forgery, that is the simple forgery. Here, the forger does not have any information or regarding the genuine signature or how the person writes or does his signature, the style of his writing. But the forger uh, attempts to do that signature by following his or her own handwriting styles. Uh, so here, no attempt is followed to do the signature as they do not have any sample signature in front of his forgery by simulation. Here, the forger tries to copy the handwriting of another person. This forgery by simulation requires a lot of practice to make the signature or writing as it is of the original one, the original person's. Forgery by memory. Here, the forger, when sees the signature or writing which is to be forged, tries to keep the pattern of the writing or signature in his mind. And when he does the forgery, he does not have the sample or the original signature or document which is to be forged in front of him. Just by remembering the pattern of the signature, he does the forgery. So it is called forgery by memory. Forgery by impersonation. Here, the forger does not copy anyone's handwriting or signature. He only pretends to be the original person and does the signature in his own handwriting without any practice of copying from the original. He usually writes signature in his own handwriting and then by presenting him as the original person does the first. Here, as the person impersonates himself of being another person, so it is called forgery by impersonation. Forgery by tracing. In tracing forgery, which can be done by carbon paper, passing light, or by a tracing paper. So, when a forger forges a signature using a carbon paper, where the impression of the carbon paper is present, which helps to detect the type of the forgery. And in carbon paper forgery, the paper on which the carbon paper is used for forging, it leaves a trace of the color of the carbon paper on the original work, which is forged. That's the forged document. It contains the color of the carbon paper. So, care is also taken by the forger to leave no mark of the carbon paper, but still some marks of the carbon paper, the ink, still remains, which can be acted in light tracing forgery. Here, we place a light source, and above that, the orange place a transparent sheet of paper, then place the writing on it. That is the paper on which is to be written, and the other, that is from which it is forged, is kept on the light source. Then, following the light, we can trace the lighting, and this time light forgery, that is forgery using light is good. And tracing paper, we all have done in our lower classes for doing the drawings. We place the tracing paper, draw, copy the original one on the tracing paper, then place the tracing paper on the copy where it is to be written, that is the uh, paper where the forging is done, forged document. Then placing the tracing paper, tracer of the drawing is made, and then using the original pen or pencil, the reading is written. Electronic manipulation. So, electronic manipulation is also considered as a type of forgery. As in electronic manipulation, a document is manipulated either by using apps like Photoshop uh, by the computer, and the original document is manipulated. Also, the digital documents can be manipulated more easily, as they are already stored in the computer, and by using the Photoshop, some changes are done in the document, either by erasure or alteration, addition, any type of things can be done in the original digital document, and which cannot be identified as it does not leave any trace marks, which are mainly which can be visible in case of pen paper documents, means hard copy documents. Either if we do an erasure in any pen paper document, it may leave some mark of the whitener or anything. But in case of electronic manipulation of any digital documents, basically, they do not leave any such type of visible marks. Here, in digital documents, the manipulation is done before they are printed, and results in the false hard copy document. So, when the after the manipulation of the electronic document or the digital document, when we receive the hard copy of the document, it becomes a false document, and also the forged document, which when for example, when we submit the document to any place, and they can uh, take us as a forger, but we don't know how it was done. So that types cause this type causes forgery of the document by electronic manipulation. In this slide, we have shown the original signature of a person, the admitted sample, and on the second one, it has the four types of forgery, which are the question samples. The first one is forgery by simulation. Second one, forgery using tracing. Third one, forgery using carbon paper. And the last one, that is forgery using light source. And second, admitted sample. Similarly, in the fourth picture, That's the second question sample. Here also we have shown the forgery of the signature in four different types. Thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe to my channel for more videos on forensic science.